like timing in.
Okay.
Usually I do like close to a 5 minute grace period, and you just like
I
you
just went.
grace it. You just went straight in. I
I
get
did.
it.
I
Most people were on time, but you know, for the
I
people in the
did
back
when
room, yeah,
when
who
it
even
uh when
even the
when it hit
people
time.
who even the people who like, you know, get ready to log on and Zoom does all them updates.
Ah, that happened to me
And
last
you
week.
know, yeah, so it allows for the for that extra couple minutes of that too. I guess while we're waiting to repeat that, just a couple of disclosures real quick. Um, if there's any major celebrations or anything, we can shout them out now. Just this is the first time we've all gotten together as multiple cohorts together. We have a new person helping out in 899. She's an adjunct, Dr. Kyra Milborn. She's officially onboarded at UMES this semester, and she will be helping those students through their doctoral process. And I'm going by things that I do know. Um, Let me see. Ashley and Aaron just welcomed their baby girl. She's precious, so just kind of want to shout them out.
That's
Um,
12.
Congratulations to them. We have several people who defended their proposals at the end of last semester.
Right.
I think we even have a proposal defense coming up tomorrow or next week. So keep that in mind.
And
Uh,
we just had one, January 20th. Amy Effler. She's with us tonight, I see. So
awesome.
just defended a proposal. Good job, Amy.
Awesome. I know Stephen has, and actually, Tammy's on here. Tammy just submitted her chapters 4 and 5. So they're just in the review stage. And so she's about to be out in a second.
That's right. I don't
Um,
know if Tammy knows, but I got a sneak peek at her chapter 4 on she did some quantitative. It looked good. Looking good, Tammy.
yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dr. England. Thank you, Dr. Brocraft.
You're welcome. Like I said, just trying to highlight some good things. Tracy Harvey, she defended at the last semester her proposal. Stephen Brown defended his proposal. So everybody's just doing well. Toya defended last. I don't know if
Hmm.
she defended in the summer or the fall, but she's on track for that. So just kind of wanted to highlight the good work everybody's doing and to keep in mind it's a journey. Just because you started with your cohort does not mean you're going to end with your cohort. Your degree and what you decide to research will determine that.
That's
Some
right.
studies take longer just by default than others. Just also keep in mind how we need to support each other. So, say for instance, Atoya's study really needs participants, particularly going through the UMES program. So
Hmm.
we she will be sending a link if there's someone who objects and does not want to be contacted by Atoya, please let us know. But Atoya could really use participants for she's doing like almost like a program evaluation of this program.
Hmm.
And so your feedback and your participation would be beneficial to her. So um, again, when it's time for you to do your study, you're going to want your people um, to be on board for you. So just make sure at least we're helping each other get through.
Absolutely. I like the shout out. See, that's why we forget to record, and that's why I've got you to really kind of guide me because I don't know what the heck I'm doing most of the time here. So thank you, Dr. Brocraft, for that. Now, we ready for me to go back in?
Yep. Any other celebrations I missed though? Because I don't want to miss stuff that just by default I may have not known.
Hi, hello everyone. This is Nagla. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, no worries. No worries. We're just giving some shout outs and now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about tonight. So, um, again, let me start by saying that the university has a policy that if you do not have your account paid by noon today, or if you haven't entered a payment plan, or have discussed that with them. They dropped you from classes today. We didn't do it. We will do everything we can to help you out, but don't think that we did it, because we didn't. But you're still in the grace period of add and drop. You can contact the finance office, get on a payment plan or get it paid, whatever it may be, and then they'll give you the okay. You can add the class, but you got to do that by February 5th. And I can tell you that's next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, you have to be added back in. We've been told in a meeting this year that they're not going to allow anybody to enroll or to add after the add period of February 5th. So please make sure that you have your courses still in there, that they weren't dropped. And if you need help or assistance, reach out to one of us. We will do whatever we can. Even though it wasn't our policy, we'll still help you out. For those that are
One quick thing. Make sure you're receiving emails. If there's an issue with your email, please contact IT this week. Because a lot of emails are coming through the portal or the email address in which is attached to the UMES stuff. So please make sure you're getting that so that you're getting communication in a timely manner, because we don't remember everybody's personal email address, and that's not our responsibility to do that. So just make sure your UMES email address is up and accurate, because a lot of those emails will go out through that way.
Yeah, very good. Definitely with those, and I try to send everything to the UMES email. If you accidentally get something from me to your personal, you'd rather it be UMES, please just gently correct me and I'll take care of that. All right, so
And I will not necessarily do that though. I ain't got time to keep up with a whole bunch of personal, y'all know me. My disclosure, I ain't got time to do all that. So the email address that's in the system, a lot of my emails, especially, is just class related. Yes, if I'm trying to reach you personally, if you've been corresponding back and forth with me for a while, then yeah, your personal will automatically pop up and populate when I'm sending you an email. But in the course thing, if I'm sending something out to all my advisees, and my advisees, I have a list of 40 or 50 advisees, I'm not going to go through there and send those individual emails. I send them straight through the portal.
yes, me too.
So your thing needs to make sure that it's correct in there and that you're receiving those emails, because that's going to be very important. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. All right. For those that are looking to have a final defense this semester, there are some important dates you need to know, and you're going to have to apologize. No, I'm going to have to apologize because I'm going to be moving very close to the screen because I'm not wearing my glasses. But it's okay. It ain't for driving, so I'm safe to drive. But the last day to apply for graduation is April 15th. So you'll need to know that. You need to have caps and gown orders done through the bookstore by March. April 21st is the last day to schedule defenses. So that's the last day to schedule. All defenses must be announced at least 10 days prior to the defense date. And of course, we know that defenses must be open to the public, which you don't have to worry about that. May 5th, the certification of completion of degree form must be in. The report of the examining committee form must be in. And final submission of the dissertation with all the corrections by email or PDF must be in. And that is May 5th. And by May 12th, the submission of 2 copies of your dissertation and I'm just reading this from Graduate Studies, on 25% cotton acid-free paper. Again, that is not a requirement of us. That comes from Graduate Studies. But those are important dates. Oh, well, I guess one of the most important dates, Friday, May 16th. That is commencement. Okay. If there's no questions there, for those that are in courses, we've been kind of stressed that we're not stressed. It's been stressed to us that got to stay kind of on sequence. We've had some that have fallen off, and we've been trying to make up classes as we can. That does put added pressure onto us, sometimes an added burdensome. So you need to look to make sure that you are staying in courses. If you're planning on taking a semester off, know what that looks like for when the courses are offered, and because the courses are always offered the same time, and fall, spring, and summer. So just keep an eye on that if you're still in courses. If you plan on taking off, just know when you're going to get back on, because the course sequences after this semester is staying just how it is. So if it's offered in the summer, it will be offered in the summer. We're not going to offer it any other time. So wanted to be able to stress that to all of you. And then Dr. Burrowcraft, I believe you want to talk about 899 responsibilities.
So if you are in 899, it is important that if you're paying for that class, be engaged in that class. Dr. England and I have our classes set up differently. However, in my class, I have modules set up for that, and there are check-in points. And so you need to make sure that you're checking in during the midterm, and you need to make sure that you're checking in at the final. That would determine if you get, I think for that grade, it's either satisfactory or unsatisfactory or something like that.
Correct.
And
Yep.
trust and believe that I did give unsatisfactories. Because if I don't see you or have not met with you and I've emailed you, which I'm not going to email you all the time, I'm only going to email you once or twice. But if I've tried to engage with you and you have not engaged back, it's your degree, not my degree. I have my degree. So make sure that you are doing your part to get credit for that course and get something
Mhm.
out of it. I understand life is life and sometimes, but life is always going to be life in. So it really is about eking time to get things done that you need to get done. And we can help you with that as long as you're communicating that. So yeah,
Yeah.
899, just make sure you're interacting for you to get your appropriate grade at the end of each semester in both of the courses.
Yep. And just to stress again that stress is my word today, I guess. But if you're in my 899, I don't have anything on Canvas. I communicate with you through um, email. And so, but again, it's the same concept that got to hear from you. There's got to be a check-in, got to know that you made progress throughout the semester. So, yeah, we want to do that. Now, um, I want to take just a minute. In a second, I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to ask some questions, especially if you're new to courses. But I want to go back to Dr. Kyra Milborn that is with us. Not to put you on the spot, Dr. Milborn, but I want you to have the opportunity to tell everybody hello, and then also kind of the role that you'll be serving in this semester, because some that are in 899 are going to work very closely with you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. England. So hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Kyra Milborn. I actually went through this program and graduated November of 2023. I have since had the wonderful opportunity to do, I think, 2 to 3 publications with Dr. Burrell Craft. I am a Dean of Students at Capital Technology University, and I will be serving as an adjunct faculty supporting you within 899. So my role will be helping personalize timelines for some of you that I will be assigned to assist to get to Operation Graduation. I also will be doing check-ins. If you get quiet on me and you've expressed to me when your graduation date is, I will be doing check-ins with you. Also, if you ever get hung up on any part, whether it's your chapter 4, whether it's your quantitative or qualitative analysis, your research questions, that's where you can always come to me to assist and push you forward because the goal is graduation. So here shortly, I should have a UMES email address, and I'm just glad to be able to give back to the program. It's been wonderful. So pleasure to meet you.
So again, this program, you can get anything out of it that you want to get out of it. Kyra was already in higher ed at another university. So she knows she wanted to stay in higher ed. So she communicated early on that she wants experiences and opportunities so that she would leverage and stay in higher ed. Just like I tell you guys in your assignments and things like that, tell me what you need. I try to provide for you. We provide like conference opportunities. We let you know when there's different things going on. But if you don't act on any of those things, that's on you. But we will try to at least let you know when things are around that you can potentially take advantage of based on where you want to go, based on your trajectory. We would like to assist and help you get there. So.
Oh, it sounds so elegant when you talk, and then you got me that unmutes and comes back in and blusters through all this. It's all good. All right, what questions might we have from anybody that is really kind of program specific? I know there might be some questions that are course specific, that we'll handle those in courses. I know that I just sent an email out to some that are in my 662 class, so we'll cover those questions at a different time specific to that. But anybody have any questions on program or anything like that?
And between Dr. England and I, we try to be very responsive to your emails. Um, you email us. Sometimes we just don't have the answer right away, but usually we try to acknowledge that. Like we'll say we don't know, and we'll try to figure it out. But know that UMES sometimes doesn't run on that same 24-hour timeline that Dr. England and I run on. So it may take sometimes a couple days for us to get back with you on something. But again, we try to communicate that or just keep the lines of communication open and know that um, you know, we try. Right now it is
Yeah.
just the two of us. Kyra is coming on and be a big help. We still are hiring our third faculty member, hopefully at some point this semester, hopefully, or maybe at some point by the end of the summer. That'll help with the loads. But right now, also keep in mind that we each have like 40 something advisees and stuff. So at any
Mhm.
given time, we're contacted multiple times a week by several of you, in addition to our job responsibilities, in addition to at this stage, we get evaluated based on our teaching, our research, and our service. So keep in mind, we have active, scholarship and research agendas that we're maintaining at the same time. So while you're writing your proposals and things like that, we are writing the same things. Like we're writing our own separate articles and proposals and all that stuff simultaneously at the same time that you're doing yours, as well as our service. So we all also have to give back to various organizations, and they involve a lot as well. So just please extend grace, you know, when that time comes. We understand your urgency sometimes in some things, but also understand too, just like your workload is very comprehensive, understand that ours is as well. And I think sometimes we just kind of need to paint that. We don't just teach the classes.
Oh, now don't all be silent.
Like, dang, Dr. KBC. But
Yeah, and I do echo that about emails. I try to be responsive. That doesn't mean that I don't forget one every now and then. If you've sent me an email today, I had a workshop this morning that I did, and then, like I said, lunch with my son, and then traveling back home. So I have probably seen it, but I have not had time to sit down to offer a response to those that have emailed me today. And I just took a quick glance. I see I've got 4 or 5 from y'all, so I'll get to them.
And still, the best way to reach me is by text. I do check email frequently, but a
Mm,
lot of times, email, I am in the habit of flagging it and then forgetting it, and it gets buried.
yeah.
So if you need me more immediately, by all means, just send a text. And if I don't reply to your text by the end of the night, that means your text got buried too. So just kind of text me again and be
Yeah.
like, hey, did you get my previous message? And I'm good with that.
Yeah. And if you've had class with me, you know that texting is the easiest and fastest way to get a hold of me. So, and if you haven't had a class with me, you've now received a syllabus this week from me. And if you look on the syllabus, I've got my cell phone number right on there. So, do not hesitate to text me if you need something. If you've never texted me before, start that first text with who you are, though, because otherwise, I'll never be able to get you saved in my number. I'll never know who I'm texting. I'll text you back, but I won't know who I'm texting. No questions. If I shut this recording off, I bet you'd ask a question. If you know somebody that wasn't here, or if you arrived late, this was recorded. We will, I'm not sure how we're going to make the recording available. Probably the same way that we sent you the link, which is through the emails portal. I should be able to attach things that way. We'll send that out so maybe everybody will get that, but some we'll make it available somehow. It will probably just be tomorrow before it becomes available. So if somebody wasn't here, let them know by tomorrow this recording will be available. All right.
And it's good
No,
practice at the beginning of each semester. When you get your syllabi, go ahead and create some type of schedule for you. But then, even with that schedule, go to the UMES calendar and look to see if there's any deadlines that you need to be cognizant of on that side, especially for those advanced doctoral students, because those deadlines are very important. So make sure that you are monitoring all of that very carefully.
I'm not sure, but if Toya is seen in the chat, there are a lot of people in the chat giving some love to Toya that they will help participate in the study. So um, that's awesome news. So anybody else willing to help Toya, maybe put your email address in the chat too, so they could get a hold, or you get a hold, they can get a hold of you. There it is. All right, so now we all have Toya's email. We can help her out by maybe sending her a message so she can get on with her studies. We can watch her walk across the stage. All right. Well, I'm calling it. If there's no other information, no questions, anything like that, then I want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy schedules and to join us.